G'day everyone, welcome back to Wheel2Wheel Racing. We are here for round 2 of the inter-league battle we have going on between Wheel2Wheel and GTC. Tonight's race is going to be 60 minutes around Dragon Trail Seaside, but before we get more into that, my co-commentator for the night is DJ Stefko.
Howdy, howdy people. Welcome to this awesome event here at Dragon Trail Seaside in the beautiful mountains of Croatia.
Absolutely. And tonight on the visuals we have Fixer Chris.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Hope you guys enjoy the show tonight.
There we go. So, the start engine, is that go? Everyone's going. We are out.
It looks like it's a go.
Looks of it. GTC guys all making their way out of the pits, but we chose the settings for round 1. The GTC guys have chosen the situation for round 2, so they've sent us to Dragon Trail Seaside here in the Group 3 Genesis machine, which is new to Gran Turismo and quite a tricky car to get your head around if you don't get the practice in.
Yes, and it is a power-hungry circuit as well, this one. So I've never driven the Genesis, to be honest with you, so I'm very interested to see how it goes.
Yeah, oops, someone has just disappeared on my screen. Baker Boy teleported back about 2 seconds. That's healthy. But we'll go for a quick run through the field. If we have a look towards number 1, we have... Oh, here we go, Jock Young. I'm going to go with. I believe he is the ace driver from Bathurst for GTC, so expecting big things out of them. And behind Jock Young, we have Brutal, the first Wheel2Wheel driver here tonight.
All right, that's not what I have on my screen.
Yeah, Max,
but
mixed up.
All right.
I have next in line. I've got from GTC. We've got Jung Sung Ra.
Yep, I have that too.
Excellent. Following him, I've got Kyung Hui.
Right.
Yeah, I think we're doing all right with these names.
All?
Yes.
I do.
Right, okay. Well, we'll just continue through. So in 5th, I have GTC Grande, and behind Grande we have Daltix, who is going to be able to... He's going to be able to chat to us during the race at some points as well, so... he'll be about, and he's gone into the pits as soon as we've mentioned his name.
That was the plan, wasn't it?
Is it part of the plan, Dale?
It was part of the plan. Next, I think I've got Baker Boy, 73, in the Wheel2Wheel Genesis, and following him, I believe I've got CS Packer, former team owner of Serial Killers.
Yeah, the now defunct team of the Serial Killers. Sad to see him go.
Apologies.
Behind Packer, we have GTC LJ, I believe, and the American flag Z3, BMW Z3, having a rough time in there.
I think that's it.
We've still got Herbs, currently rolling around in 11th on the flyer. Herb's making his return to some driving action. And is Kyung Hui back in the pits?
Yeah, he went back to the pits by the look of it.
Right, so...
and GTC LJ.
I think we got him. Not
Did
sure.
we? Just GT7 doing GT7 things, peoples.
Righty, so something as we're coming to the end of the first lap, Jock Young coming to the line now, a 38.1, Zhang Sira not too far behind, he's gone a 37.8, something I want to point out with both of those two drivers, TC on. So in the rules, GTC have decided to allow the use of traction control, and both of these two have decided to go with it, so... Only 2 in the field I can see running it at the moment. As more times come through, LJ goes through with a 38.8, CS Packer with a 38.9, Tooligan with a 38.9, apologies for the sirens, Baker Boy with a 39.9, and Grande 1/1000th of a second behind Baker Boy.
I think our screens are looking completely different here.
Really? Alright,
yes.
that's good news.
Trying to figure out what I'm looking at now. I might have to exit and come back in, gentlemen. I shall return.
Okay.
Oh, it's going to spike everyone, isn't it? Oh dear.
In the meantime, I'm going to be on board with Dale. He's gone 2.5 tenths up on Jungsu Ra through Sector 1.
There we go, coming through the uphill, sweeping S. Through the left-hander at the top nicely. Now on the run down to very sharp right-hander. Sticking it to that left side of the track, coming into the braking zone. Hard on the brakes. Clips the apex nicely on the power very early, runs it all the way out to the wall, using all of that curve as well. He's half the second purple is Dale.
Licks up a little bit of dirt as well.
Plenty of curve through the first part. Ooh, he's made it through the death chicane quite well there.
The way the network is happening in Gran Turismo 7, that was terrifying through the death chicane.
That did not, it didn't look like he was going to make it, and then it looked like his tyres were glued to the track, and he just zoomed on through, but coming around the last corner now...
I didn't think I was going to make it.
Here we see Dale approaching the line now. He goes at 37.1.
Wow.
That's a cracker of a time there. Looks like a majority of the GTC guys have done their lap, quit back to the pits, and then decided to go for an out lap. So we have Zhang Sura and Zhok Yung coming around to finish their out laps, trying to navigate who's where. We've got CS Packer down in 6th at the moment on an out lap as well. Who is on a flyer?
Oh, Jung Sung Rise. Oh, he's taken out Brutal as well.
That's unfortunate.
Unlucky.
I believe both. No, Brutal was on a flyer as well.
He was on a flying lap.
That's a bugger.
And Jung Sung Ra has quietly blocked one of his teammates, unintentionally, of course. I think it was... Oh, where you go? I can't remember his name. Kyung Hui. Yep, that's the one.
Big crash. Grande hits the death chicane and gets collected by Z3 as well.
He immediately went back to the pits.
Yeah, they both quit out immediately to get rid of that engine damage. More news. I'm just flicking through the field. Tooligan picked up a 10-second penalty somewhere through the death chicane.
If you get sideways through the death chicane and clip the wall, you get 5.
Probably the barrier collision penalty is on.
Or it looks like BMW Z3 as well has picked up a 4-second penalty for good measure as well.
Yeah, that's
coming out of the pits. He had that. He must have, I don't know. He must have hit the wall or something, like what Dale was saying.
He might have crossed
over the line.
Yep.
Coming into the pits, I got a 3-second one too.
Yeah, you did cut the... Oh my goodness, SIC Herbs almost lost the rear end of that Genesis.
So also, we've seen a couple of people come in and switch to the race tyre, and by a couple of people I mean just Tooligan. He's decided he's done with his quali. He's chucked on the medium tyre to get ready for race start. Race tyre required is the mediums as well, so someone's going to have to use the mediums at some point during the race. Or everyone, apologies, is going to have to use the mediums at some point during the race.
Now, what would you do here, Dragon? Would you go as long as you can on the mediums, or would you try and burn them as quick as you can and jump back onto the softs?
I feel like the play is going to be to run long on the mediums, but there's definitely the opportunity to run a kind of medium length stint and then maybe double up on softs if you can make up with the pit stop, but the fuel and tyre burn is quite minimal, so not quite sure how that'll play out. We did see Zhok Yung improve by about 0.3 of a second to jump over Zhang Sura. He is currently up by about 0.5 tenth in the current lap as well, so could see a challenge to Dale here.
Got GTC LJ with a 5-second penalty as well coming onto the main straight. Don't know what he's picked that up for.
Probably barrier collision again.
Oh, he's got damage, so that's a wall collision, that one.
I'm on board with Zhok Yung. He's just about a 10th up on his personal best.
CS Packer currently 4th as well, coming to the line. I'll keep you updated on how he does. He goes 2nd, does CS Packer with a 37.5. That's a cracker of a lap there.
Awesome lap.
The former team leader of the serial killers looking for some redemption here tonight.
Was that done on mediums?
It was done on the softs.
That was done on softs.
Regardless, that's
we have Jock Young approaching the line now, 36, 37, 6. He stays behind CS Packer. Next to cross the line is going to be GTC Grande, currently in 7th. He's probably not on a flyer as it's about 33, 35, and that's the end of quali there. Grande does improve, he goes 4th, right on the line there, right as qualifying finishes.
I'm watching Jung Sung Ra as well.
Oh, just clipped you down.
I was up 2/10 and then I kept on dying at the death chicane.
Yeah, I don't. Is that one allowed? Being after quali was quote unquote over? Or?
Well, I don't think we
stop it now.
Dispute it. It's their rules for tonight.
Yep, we'll just play ball with that one.
That's okay. We'll see how that goes.
Yeah.
We have Herbs currently rounding the last corner as well. On the power nicely up through the kink onto the start finish. I don't think we're going to see an improvement out of Herbs here. No, he's a little off. 2nd down there. Everyone getting into the pits, getting their tyre of choice on. We've got 3 minutes to, I guess, get your eye in on the medium tyres now. I'm not sure.
It looks like everybody's pulled over to the side. Oh, hang on, Jock Yong's still on a flyer? Oh, hang on.
Oh, hang on. What is going on here?
That's
this is... yes.
interesting.
Yeah. Not quite sure about that one. Qualifying was over before he even started that lap, so...
Interesting.
Yeah, very not quite sure about that one. But we'll just have to see how we go.
Yeah, I'm a little bit lost for words for that one. It's
it's a cracker of a lap time.
Yeah, great lap time.
But,
from a sporting perspective, it makes no sense.
Not quite, but...
And now I can't actually select...
Neither can I. I've been trying to jump on board with them, and I get everyone except for them. So we're having some... There we go, now that back in the pits we can jump on board with them.
Alright, and I think Dale, you're still trying to get pole.
Well, if they kept going, I'm keeping on going.
Yeah,
although it's now just... It's now starting anyway, so it doesn't matter.
Well,
I did not see that.
Right.
Here we go. All Korean front road.
Yep. Korean GTC 1-2, and then we have Dale and Packer in the 2nd row. And then we split the 3rd row with Z3 and Brutal. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, all 5 lights are on. Long hold, and we're way off the line. It looks like some of the people using traction control got off the line quite well there. And Dale also had a good launch. We've got the GTC guys side by side for 1st place.
Yeah, that was Packer. A little gentle tap there from Z3. What sounds like there's carnage back there.
Dale trying to hold it around the outside of Zhang Surai, gets squeezed out of room. And into 3rd, he slots. I cannot get the TV cameras for some reason, gentlemen.
Oh, I'm having the same issue as well. This is...
Righty-o.
Well, that's interesting, because I've got all cameras.
Righty, well, if we have a look back in 6th place, we've got Brutal and Tooligan side by side, coming through the S's here, giving plenty of room. Brutal up the inside, Tooligan runs wide. CS Packer goes through as well. Tooligan cops a shunt from LJ as well, as they carry on through. Dale defending 3rd position from Z3 as well.
Nicely done.
Nicely.
Tooligan just got done by LJ. I have TV camera back.
I do not, so you are a lucky fella right there. Oh, some guy's getting very close to the wall there through the dash chicane. Brutal has a run for 5th place here. It's going to turn to the inside of GTC Grande, heavy on the brakes.
Oh, LJ,
corner.
quite an ambitious move there.
That's, a bit of an aggressive move there out of LJ.
Yeah, crowded
Brutal
house
tucks
here.
back in behind Grande.
In the midfield.
Packer is right there as well. Brutal looking to pull to the inside. It's going to turn to the outside of the first chicane. He's just turned in on him. Grande has turned across the nose of Brutal there.
Well, that might have been a bit of a netcode issue there. Yeah, or is he redressing? Looks like he's redressing.
He's just slammed into LJ.
Taking out his teammate for good measure.
What in the world is going on?
I think Grande got on the power a little heavy there and spun up the rears, possibly. But back in the pack, 6th place right now is hotly contested. CS Packer right behind LJ. So the mid-pack still jostling for position, trying to find their spots. Maybe some people feeling like they're not quite, their qualifying pace doesn't represent their race pace, trying to make their moves.
It's a bit unfortunate for Packer as well. He did get pushed onto the grass going into that small right-hander leading up to, I suppose you call it turn 2, and he dropped from 4th down to 8th at one point.
I'm also noticing here LJ has a bit of counter steer assistance on, so using them assists to try and help him out in this tricky to handle car.
Oh, someone's in the wall. Tooligan.
Tooligan.
Got a 5-second
have
penalty.
a look up in second here, guys. Jung Suraz had a bit of a rough run through the last corner, and Dale's challenging for that 2nd spot. Just behind them, Z3 has picked up a 5-second penalty as well.
These walls are absolutely atrocious here at Dragon Trail.
Dale looks up the
inside. Dale late on the brakes. Oh, bit of contact made on the apex, but the move is done nicely.
Nicely done, Dale.
There's no contact on here.
There we go. It looks like Z3 is now challenging for that spot with Zhang Sura as well, and that should allow Dale to try and get a hurry up and catch up to Jock Young, who's currently leading the field.
But LJ coming up behind Brutal at the moment. Very, very close. Back in 5th and 6th, sorry.
Yeah, Packer still hanging in with these two as well, still right there. Look up the inside from LJ. Brutal doesn't even give it the light of day, carries on, and now CS Packer's got a really nice run up the hill. Packer pulling to the inside, it's going to turn into the outside of the next corner. He's not able to get alongside. Does move to the inside now, they're under brakes. Late on the brakes is Packer.
Whoops.
Oh, a little bit of contact made.
Elbows out.
A little bit. Could have been netcode assistance, as Dale said he didn't see any contact earlier either, so... Oh my goodness, Z3 in 4th has 20 seconds of penalties, and he is in the penalty gate right now.
20 seconds?
20 seconds of penalties. There goes Brutal, Packer, LJ, here comes Herbal and Tooligan as well. I think Tooligan's burning a 5-second. Kyung Hui, Grande cruising on by. He's in the corner before his penalties finish burning.
Oh, that was horrible. That was excruciating.
That was so painful
and I think
to watch.
That's the first time I've ever seen a 20-second penalty, guys.
Yeah, up in 4th place we've got Brutal and Packer having a little bit of a battle here. So not only are we battling the GTC guys, but we are battling each other for these spots as well. Pride on the line, as I believe these guys are going to be competing in the same division tomorrow night and throughout the season.
Yes, indeedy.
Oh, Packer up the inside. Brutal gives him the room. This could bring LJ back into it as well, who's right behind. I think the only time I've seen more than 20 seconds of penalties is myself running around at Le Mans in the rain on racing tyres. straight through the chicane, 16 seconds. Oh,
it's a very
around onto the dirt a little.
for 4th place.
They were 3 wide there. That was scary.
Brutal defending that spot from LJ. LJ looking around the outside. Oh, a little bit of side contact. Brutal's got on the power early and lost the spot.
Unlucky. Good move from LJ there.
Yep, very well done. It's probably a good time to give everyone a bit of an update at the front of the field. We have Jock Young 2 seconds clear of Dautix. Dautix with Zhang Sura right underneath that big old wing of the Genesis here. A little bit of side contact being made between the two of them here. Not quite sure what's going on there.
Yeah, that was a bit weird. I don't know if Dale was actually on the grass then, but it looked like it on my screen.
No, he just decided to rub me down the pit straight, so I rubbed him back.
There you
That's
go.
very cool. Elbows out racing. Nothing wrong with it.
Back in 9th, we've got Kyung Hui defending against Baker Boy, who's having a half a look up the inside. He's going to tuck back into the braking zone, but they were very close together down the straight as well.
And can I just throw out there as well, poor Herbs in 12th place has 18 seconds. Herbs. My heart goes out to you, mate.
Look, gentlemen, I think if this has to go to a round 3, we're going to have to send the A-team into this one to really flex the wheel-to-wheel muscles. Just going to mention that.
Dale, you're doing a very good job, mate, keeping up with these guys. Oh, my goodness.
Ooh, that's a mild commentator's
Talk about a commentator's curse.
Oh, I am so sorry. Oh, I'm so sorry. I nearly gasped then, too. Oh.
That's alright. It's only early days. We're not even 10 minutes in. So, plenty of time for other drivers to get penalties or any other things along the way. Having a quick flick through the field, CS Packer looks to have gotten a good gap on LJ. Brutal sits about half a second behind, so nice and deep in that slipstream coming down the start-finish straight here. And while we have a second, I feel we should give a quick mention to the Gimp Man, who supplied the livery for tonight's race for the Wheel2Wheel guys, and I think he's done a cracker job with it too.
Yep, very nice, mate. Very well done.
And yeah, for those of you joining us a little late, they have wall collision penalty on, car collision penalty on, and all assists are allowed.
Essentially FIA settings, or the World Series settings as it's known now.
Yes. So Brutal doing nicely to keep up with LJ here. It's a nice line, something to take note of. LJ on the softs, Brutal on the medium tyre. And I think that's something we haven't mentioned too much, is that a majority of the wheel-to-wheel guys towards the rear end of the field are on that medium tyre early. Oh, looks like some contacts made there between Brutal and LJ.
Some netcode issue, I think?
I believe so. There was a bit of a lag spike going on, and LJ cops a 5-second penalty for it, unfortunately. Brutal does get a 3-second penalty for the car contact, so he's going to have to burn that one. It's going to bring Z3 back into it after burning their 20-second penalty. They fly on by Brutal now.
Oh, wow, those penalties are just heartbreaking. Absolutely heartbreaking.
Yeah, absolutely.
They're not small, they're big ones as well. I just, Yeah, sorry, very emotional now.
Look, I do see Apex Humper in the chat. I think we're going to have to make the call to him to get him in for round 3 of this battle. I think he's going to have to free up a Saturday and see what he can do here.
Yeah, this is going to be interesting if we have to go for round 3. Who do we rock, scissors, paper? The people who can choose the rules?
I don't know. Tooligan has just made a pit stop for a set of softs. Yep, he's on the soft tyre with 8 seconds of penalties due to a little bit of the pit lane Unfortunately there for Tooligan.
Just on the subject of tyres earlier, Dragon, the only medium runner for the GTC guys I can see is Kyung-Hui.
Dale's off.
Oh, Dale,
Oh, no.
Watch it, Dale.
He's got Z3 coming through. Brutal as well. Oh, both squeezed on through there.
Ow.
Yeah, they're rough penalties, man. Getting 5 seconds for having a spin. That's rough.
Mm.
Yeah.
Can I just say, Dale, I didn't say anything then.
All good. This is brutal.
Yeah, we're definitely seeing that the GTC guys are a fair bit quicker at the top end of the field with a bit of traction control assistance. They seem to suffer quite a bit running the wheel-to-wheel rules, so they look to be doing better with traction control and counter-steer assistance.
Packer's doing really... I think Packer is on softs, isn't he? Am I seeing that right? Yep, he's doing really, really well conserving his tyres here. We've got Jok Yong and Jung Soo Ra. Their tyre wear is a little bit similar, but then Packer's is much better than both of them combined, nearly.
Yeah.
He's doing really, really well.
Expat in the chat calling for a wet race next time. Oof.
Oh, please, no.
Wet race and no TC. We'll see how that goes.
Oh, yeah, that'd be fun.
Believe we've just had Journey Ive, our apologies if I butchered your name, the lobby host at the moment, just dropped into the Wheel2Wheel chat. So big thank you to yourself for hosting the lobby for tonight.
Yes, indeedy. How do you say it? Annyeonghaseyo to all the Koreans watching.
Oh, you're brave.
Anything I remember from school.
Having a look around the field. So we've got Jok Young and Jung Sara in first and second, separated by 1.5 seconds. Then we have Packer 14 seconds back, cracking on quite nicely. Very consistently in the high 37s, low 38s, as he gets a 38.2 that time around as well. We have GTC BMW Z3 cracking on in fourth at the moment into the mid-38s, followed by Brutal, who's had some consistency issues. He's sitting around 39s, 38s. We have LJ crossing the line in the mid to high 39s, holding out sixth, and Dale chasing him down has gone a 38.0 last time around as well. Kyung-Hui looks to be in the mid-39s as well, holding out Baker Boy for 8th, who's been regularly in the 40s, 41s. And we have a three-car battle at the back of the field here. So Grande last time around did a 1 minute 55, so quite a bit, and he's going to be stuck in between Thule and Herbs as they come down the start-finish straight here. Oh, turns across the nose of Thule, very brave. Herb's still looking to go up the inside. And now Tooligan and Herbal get to fight with each other. So it's all happening all throughout the field here.
That was a bit scary, 3 wide nearly into that corner. 2 barely fit, let alone 3.
It's alright. And we have the top two softs. So they've gone about 15, just under 15 minutes on that soft tyre before coming on in. We will see Packer take we will see him take the lead of the race here. Comes across the line, continues his consistency in the 38s. We'll see what the gap is now.
Doing really well for fuel as well, Packer.
Z3 still going, Brutal still going.
Yep, Brutal on that medium tyre as well. And here come Jung Sara and Jok Young on the medium tyre. They've topped the tanks. And they are right in the thick of it as LJ comes past Jung Sara. Dale looks up the inside as well as they go side by side through turn 1.
Nicely done, Dale.
Oh no.
Double kill?
Oh no! So LJ's lost it, and Dale has hit LJ as he exited the corner, unfortunately. Oh my goodness!
That's the second lap in a row that's happened. Don't fucking
LJ
push
is, LJ
I don't know what's going on.
Interesting.
That's
What is going on?
Well, that was interesting, wasn't it?
Take a breather, Dale.
Yeah, keep it together, mate. Keep it together.
That is a questionable.
That's a dog move right there.
Yeah, that's. I wouldn't support that one. I can't really argue for it there. I can't defend that. That was a bit dirty there, unfortunately.
I think in anyone's books, that one.
Yeah.
Alright, Dale, still a long race, mate. We're only 16 minutes into it.
Yeah.
Plenty of time, keep your head down.
And I've already lost 50 seconds from just stupid shit.
That's alright. Plenty of time to make it up. So we'll try to focus on the positives at the moment. We've got CS Packer 8.5 seconds.
Sorry to interrupt, guys. The net frontrunner Jokyong's got a 10-second penalty.
He does too.
Go. We did say it can happen to anyone.
His front end is completely damaged as well, so it looks like he's collected the either a wall or the death chicken. Yeah.
Yeah, and it looks like Z3 has decided to pit, so Packer on the softs and Brutal on the mediums in first and second at the minute. And then we have Zhong Sura and Jokyong, the first of our drivers who have made a pit stop. Kyung Hui still out on the mediums, yet to stop. Baker Boy still out on the mediums, yet to stop. LJ on the softs still. Keeping them going as well. Looks to be having a bit of a rough time getting it through the corners as well. Is LJ. What else are we looking at around here? Z3 fresh out the pits on the mediums, some cold medium tyres. And then we have a charging Daltex who's running on red mist at the minute.
Just breathe, Dale. Just breathe, mate.
So I don't really see too many close battles. We could jump on board with Jokyong as he serves the 10-second penalty here on the exit of the death chicane. See if that should allow Baker Boy to get by. As the excruciatingly long roll as the penalty slowly burns down. There goes Kyung Hui. Comes Baker Boy. It looks like it's not been enough for Baker Boy. It looks like one of the few tracks where the penalty doesn't burn as much as it says, whereas it usually burns more. Yep. So 10-second penalty, and he's only lost about 8 seconds, I believe, there. So
considering the penalty zone is literally inside a braking zone.
Yeah, I also just saw LJ enter the pits, and I believe they're going to emerge from the pits with a pit line penalty.
Yeah, have they moved? Has GT7 moved the penalty barrier? Have they?
It's in the tunnel now here. Yeah.
And back when we were in GT Sport...
Oh no! CS Packers spun! CS Packers just spun and picked up a 5-second penalty for it as well.
No.
He was cracking on so well. I was just having a quick flick through the field. We saw, I believe it was Dale, suffer the same thing in that right-hander. Very easy to do as the turbo spills up in this Genesis.
It's okay.
Someone riding on the wall.
Yeah, that was Jung Sung Ra there. Even with Packer, Packer's now served his penalty. He's got Brutal coming up to him now. Perfect. Still retains the lead.
Yeah. Staying out as well. Zhong Sura putting a couple of wheels out onto the grass, using all the track available. But at the moment, Brutal and Packer cracking on quite nicely at the front of the field, being hunted down by the GTC driver though. Just having a quick check-in, LJ did end up getting that pit line penalty as well, so on top of being in last, they're unfortunately going to have to serve more of a penalty.
Jokyong's gone wide through the first chicane.
So the race is everyone's fairly settled in at the minute, so They've found their space on the track. We're not seeing too many fights. The big question really is going to be when we see the likes of Paco, Brutal, Dale, Kyung Hui, and Baker Boy in the pits. And I believe the majority of the guys were talking about one stopping this race. I don't think we saw much mention of a two stop.
Yeah, correct. Correct.
So,
I think yeah, stretch out the softs as long as you can, and then jump straight onto the mediums. They should last you the whole race or the rest of the race.
Yeah, I'm keeping my eye on Packer and Brutal every time around. So Packer's staying out, as is Brutal, who cops a bit of a nudge in the tailpipe area from Jean Seurat on the exit of the final corner, but both staying out. And
Jean Seurat has pit, hasn't he?
Yes.
Yep. Brutal has not pit. His mediums are looking a little bit worse than Jean Seurat's.
Yeah, he's put about 10 minutes extra on him. He's copping a little bit of a beating on the exit of all of these corners. Unable to get the power down the same as the fresh mediums of Jean Seurat.
What would you do if you were Jean Seurat here? Would you go for the move, or would you sit behind him and conserve fuel? So he's going to sit behind him.
I don't know if I'd have the patience being on fresher tyres, personally. I'm someone who likes to get a move on and just get going as quick as I can, and I feel like he's losing a fair bit of time being stuck behind Brutal, but he does have a great opportunity to make the move here as we come down the hill. Brutal defending that spot, sending Jean Seurat to the outside of the corner.
Oh my, some
heavy on the brakes. And nicely done by Jean Seurat to get around the outside of Brutal on their better tyres.
Great move.
Beautifully done.
And now he'll be hunting down CS Paco on them a little bit worse for wear softs.
Oh, Brutal was very close to the chicane. Oh, it's got my heart racing. My goodness.
You nearly did a gasp then, Dragon.
Me too, especially with these netcode problems.
Yeah,
Paco's coming in.
We've also just seen Baker Boy get past Kyung Hui, and Kyung Hui has managed to pick up a 5-second penalty as well in the process.
Yes.
So,
and Packer's in the pits.
Yeah, 34% fuel remaining, so he's done very well there.
That's crazy. Well done.
And we just had an appearance from the mythical ZD in the YouTube chat as well. So, big welcome to ZD dropping on in.
Howdy doody, mate. Welcome.
We were just talking about the defensive masterclass you put on at the Blue Moon infield.
I'm not one for holding grudges, but I love you, ZD.
Alright, so Packer has emerged in 7th, about 4 seconds back from Tooligan. We've got Dale with a long hold in the pits. He's out on the mediums. He's going to come out just behind Grande by the looks of it. Yeah, about 3 seconds back. That is Stefko in the commentary.
Yes, indeedy.
And we've got Herbs. Herbs is underfueled. Herbs is only half filled the tank, and he's about to be in the battle with LJ and Kyung Hui for 10th place. LJ sends it up the inside. Oh, those poor tyres, I hear them screaming.
Oh, yep.
After all of the practice we've been doing on tyre saving at Laguna, that is brutal to hear.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah.
Just feel the grip scrubbing away.
That is to come tomorrow, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, and remember to keep an eye out for Laguna Seca in the S15 tomorrow. First round of season 11?
Yes.
Correct.
So, I've seen some people saying 12 and some saying 11. I got confused. Yeah, I believe it was about that, ZD, about a 0.2 second win to myself. It was, yeah.
I do love you, ZD, but you're rubbing salt in the wounds now.
Yeah. And we've also just had a confirmation from our host that it's a little bit of a netcode issue going on. Some bumps and hits between cars happening when it's not really there for the drivers. I'm assuming it's on both ends as well. But everyone looks quite settled in. Brutal is still going. I don't know how. But what are we about? We're coming up to the halfway point now, and Brutal's cracking on nicely in the 40s and 41s.
He's doing very well, conserving fuel as well.
Yeah, I was about to say, he has so much fuel. Like, Jung Sura ahead of him has burnt half his tank, pitted, refueled, and he's just about burnt, what, 30 litres? Maybe a little more already? So
Jung Sura looking for a 2-stop?
Possibly. If they keep burning fuel at this rate, I can't see how they make it to the end again. So possibly stopping for softs, making a second stop.
Yeah, right.
I just noticed when Brutal was going through the death chicken there, he was he slowed right down. Maybe he's gone a little bit too hard, and the fronts are just not coping well enough. He slowed right down to about 170 k's. He'll have to pick up the pace if he wants to keep up at the pointy end later in the race.
Skid at the exit of the chicane.
Yeah, I've been mentioning Brutal still being out there for quite a while. Baker Boy also still out on those medium tyres. Still yet to stop, so Baker Boy cracking on quite nicely on those mediums. He does have Z3 looming in the background, 1.3 seconds back now though. Heavy on the brakes, up the hill on the power nice and early as well as Baker Boy.
Yeah, but
ever so slightly losing time to Z3 behind though. Don't really see too much action happening throughout the field apart from that that chase down by GTC BMW Z3 on Baker Boy.
We do have Herbs back in 11th coming up to the rear of LJ.
Yeah, we saw, what was it, LJ just got around the outside of Herbs as he came out of the pits, so Herbs on some fresh soft tyres, LJ on slightly worn mediums. So we'll see how the pace balances out for those two.
Z3 is making a move on Baker Boy for 4th. Yeah, that's easy job for a BMW Z3.
Very good.
Baker Boy tucking in. Tuck on in behind, get that slipstream, save a bit of fuel. They have really made that fuel last. Baker Boy almost at a quarter of a tank now, and we're about a minute off of halfway, so any pit stop from here onto mediums, really, you're going to make the full distance, and I believe quite a few others from the Wheel2Wheel crew are going to be able to make it to the end on just the one pit stop.
We've got Jung Soo Ra out in front. He's pulled about 3 seconds on Brutal this lap.
Yeah, on average he's lapping about 2 seconds a lap quicker. Those mediums might be falling off a little bit now for Brutal as well. But if he wants to one-stop it, he's got to run. Oh, goodness, this
that was scary.
Me. It looked like he was heading in a straight line for the barrier there.
The freaking net code.
And you've also got Jock Yong in 3rd now coming up, getting closer to Brutal. Wonder what Brutal's going to do here. He's staying out.
Yeah, I don't know if Brutal would be able to make half hour on the softs, so I think he's going to try and push towards the 40-minute mark if he can.
I think he can get at least 20 laps out of him.
Interesting.
Wait, what tyres are you on? The medium?
He's on the medium. He hasn't pit yet.
You can get about 24, 25 out of him. I think you can get 29 laps out of it if you really push it. I'm not sure how the tyres will go, though.
Oh, Dale, that scared me. Just then watching you. That scared me.
I am slowly reeling Grande in, though.
Yes, I can see. still not doing too bad. You should still be up at the pointy end if you're pitting again. Oh, you should. No, actually, you're not going to be pitting again, are you?
No.
There we go.
Okay.
So, looks like you got, what, 53 litres left in the tank, 29 minutes to make that work.
Oh, that's plenty.
Yeah, I think you'll be fine. I think you'll definitely be up there at the pointy end.
I only put about 15, 18 litres in when I pitted, so...
There you go. So yeah, every now and then taking half a tenth, a couple of hundredths out. Grande is running quite low on fuel, so I would expect a pit stop out of them shortly as well. Probably within the next lap or so, maybe 2 to 3 laps maximum. We've also got CS Packer in 7th, 1.8 behind Tooligan, who's holding down 6th quite nicely, probably coming towards the end of a soft stint though as Tooley.
And Herbs has actually jumped up to 10th place. He's managed to get past Kyung Hui and LJ.
Yep, and in 3rd place, gentlemen, we have a 5-second penalty again for Jean, right as he's caught up to the rear of Brutal, just 1.5 seconds back. So I'm assuming that's a bit of wall contact coming out of the chicane, possibly. I feel like that'd be the most common place I would get it. You know, you run through a little hot, bounce off the curb a little bit awkwardly out into the wall you send. Haven't actually managed to catch anyone hitting the wall there. I'm always on board elsewhere somehow.
Yeah, I'm the same.
Gosh, makes me nervous seeing when they come through the left-handers up the hill that Brutal and Jacques Young have gone through. They dip a tyre into the grass on entry.
Yeah, that's so scary.
I hold my breath every time I see that. I don't know if it's netcode or if they're actually out there or what's going on, so...
yeah,
back up the front here, I'm watching Jung Soo Ra. He's running away. He's absolutely flying.
Yeah, he's doing very well.
Constantly in the 38s. He's doing a cracker job. Now with a lead out to, 14 seconds, nearly 15 seconds to Brutal.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I'm trying to figure out if the fuel will make it. I think Jean Sera's fuel saving now. So have just under half a tank at the moment, and a 15-second gap. I feel like there might be a stop in there. I'm not sure.
Tyres. There's some grey clouds coming into that first hairpin there as well.
Dale's already under second behind Grande.
Grande clobbered the wall and somehow didn't get a penalty.
Yep, Tooligan in the pits for what I'm assuming will be their final stop.
My.
Oh, big contact!
Wow. Oh, wow.
Oh, and he's got you again.
Oh, I think he was coming into the pits there. Whoops.
Put your bloody blinker on, Jesus Christ. Hug the inside if you're coming into the pits. He came so wide.
And you get a 2-second penalty for good measure too,
Dale's
mate.
unlucky run continues.
Like, what the hell are these guys doing? Either indicate you're pitting or hug the bloody inside of the corner. Don't go wide out and then just come right across.
It's alright, we battle on. I'm finally on board with someone coming through the chicane. I really hope they don't hit it. I'm not going to say who, just in case. Oh gosh, they hit it.
Oh, yep, they did too. I was watching it too. It's alright, Brutal, mate. You're doing well. You're doing well.
He is driving quite well as we just passed the 35-minute mark.
Would that be called the spectator's curse?
Possibly.
And you've been called out in chat there, Dale. ZD says, ZD2, what are you doing?
Well, I mean, the guy goes wide through the corner, I've got the apex, and then he just decides to come right across it.
Yeah.
He made no indication he was coming into the pits, he just decided to cut across the apex that was already committed in there.
Yeah, could have been managed a little better from Grande, but that's alright. We carry on as best we can.
Indeed.
Brutal has Jacques Young looming in the mirrors yet again. 1.1 seconds back, already made up that 5-second penalty.
Brutal hasn't even stopped, has he?
No, neither has Baker Boy, currently sitting in 5th. So Baker Boy's got about 10% fuel remaining though, so
Yep, his lights just come on.
See him in. Yep. Brutal could stay out there for even longer. Still got about 20 litres, I would say, remaining. Almost double the fuel of Baker Boy.
Alright, CD, if you're just gonna call out Dale, why don't you try it out for race 3?
Oh, there we go. Shots fired. Pew pew.
It's alright. Can't wait to see ZD make his return in Div 4 or 5.
This has been a terrible race for me. I've performed so bad.
Oh, contact between Brutal and Jock Young made there.
Yeah, I was watching that as well.
Very aggressive
Brutal
defense
going
from Brutal.
Defensive. Taking a very mid-line through there, a little wide of the apex. Jock Young might get a really good run here.
Yeah, it looked like he was going for a crisscross then.
He didn't get as good a run as I thought he would. And Brutal moving to the left side of the track to try and defend the inside here. Jock Young staying tucked on in. Moves to the inside of the kink, which turns to the outside of the braking zone. He's later on the brakes and gets the move done quite nicely though.
Yeah, good move.
Is that the second time we've seen Jock Young do it around the outside?
I think it was, yeah. I think it was. I think he did it at the bottom hairpin.
Right hand, I believe, yeah.
Probably not the best choice of words there, but it down to that one.
Yes, that one. So it looks like Herbs might come under a bit of pressure. Currently in 8th. He's got Kyung Hui just 3/10 behind now. Both a little wide of the apex through the last corner there, but Herbs gets on the power quite nicely, gets a really nice run out of there.
Had a great run out of there, didn't he?
So he's still pulling time on Kyung Hui. It finally starts to fall as the slipstream effect takes over, but he's held him off for another lap as we enter the chicane at turn 1 here.
I've got a funny feeling that we might see Brutal come in this lap.
Yeah, I will definitely be seeing Baker Boy. I can say that, and if he goes another lap on that fuel, that'd put all his hard work on the mediums down the toilet, I reckon.
Yeah, it is flirting with death.
It's Brutal staying out.
Yeah, wow.
Why?
Let's turn this into a fuel race.
He's going to have some spare, and he comes in at about the 40-minute mark. I mean, come on. Baker Boy, don't make a fool of us twice. Let's,
You can get 50 minutes out of the tank.
Baker Boy is in the pits for his first and hopefully only stop. Chuck on the softs most likely, fill up the tank a bit, and then go out at hammer and tong.
And Dale, did you say something there?
You can get about 50 minutes out of a tank.
Oh, wow.
That's amazing.
That's ultimate fuel saving there.
Yep, shift it like the vet.
As tyres of Brutals are screaming out in pain.
Yep, he's still just running it along, coming to the 40-minute mark on this set of tyres.
He's doing very well, mate. Hats off to you. You're doing very well.
He's doing a Shane Van Gisbergen from the... oh my god,
that was close. That was close.
He's doing
I'm just
a
not
Shane
going to
Van
talk anymore.
Gisbergen from earlier today. 24-lap race, he pitted at lap 20 to change tyres, so we'll see how Brutal goes here. I don't know what the pit loss is. I haven't figured that out, but I think even if Jung Sura and Jock Young pitted, they've got plenty handy. Jock Young is in the pits from second. So he's going to come off of those mediums.
Oh no, I think Brutal's going to cop a 3-second penalty.
Oh, he's... That, I think, actually stops the penalty happening.
Yep.
Yes.
Because he never went into the pits. He crossed the line on pit entry and then decided to abandon the stop. So Brutal's smarter than, well, at least I give him credit for, but that's because I've been on a team with him for a whole season, so...
I'm the new guy, so I'm not saying a word. Go Brutal.
He is cracking on quite well. Hopefully he can keep the car under control. I bet those medium tyres are very slippery at the moment.
And he's done well to think about that as not going into the pits after he's accidentally crossed the lines.
Herbs has just been punted by Kyung Hui.
Oh dear.
I may have underfilled as well.
Herbs, that was a huge punt there out of Kyung Hui. That I'm sure Herbs has got some choice words. Very soft-spoken Herbs, but I'm sure he's fired up in a minute.
Penalty.
Yeah, so that'll put Tulligan in the clutches of LJ. We'll see. I'm jumping on board with Brutal again to see how they carry on through here. He's got to be stopping this time around.
He has to
Very
be.
cautious on that pit entry. You can't do what you did last time.
Nice and easy. He might have got a bit of sideways action there. Oh.
He's still cutting it close, but he's done
He's on the
well
ball.
there.
He's on the ball.
This netcode thing is killing my life at the moment. Back up the front, we've also got Jung Soo Ra coming up to some back markers now. So, by the look of that, that would be... I don't know who that would be, actually.
LJ?
It could be LJ,
Yeah,
yeah.
that's LJ. And behind LJ, we have Grande with a 10-second penalty as well. So that's going to give Herbs 11th place. Won't give him that 10th place that he was fighting for. Tulligan's going to have to burn that 5-second penalty on the exit of the death chicane here as well. Here we go.
Peeling off the
massively
racing
underfilled.
Oops. Oh, what do you got? 17, just under 17 minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I suppose.
Our race leader is in the pits, yep. Not much fuel going to be added, a little splash. It is 3 litres a second, so it's going to feel like a while for a bit of a splash. I'm assuming that's soft tyres going on. Would be nice if GT gave us like the lines on the tyres like you see in F1. That is a brave pit crew member, just grabbing the tyre and walking across the front of the car while he's being fueled up. So he's put half a tank in and gone soft tyres, so Jung Soo-ra's looking to go pretty hard at it, and he's come out well clear of anyone. So GTC BMW Z3 next in line, 8 seconds back from Jung Soo-ra. And then we have Packer holding out third, but he does have Jock Young 2.3 seconds behind, so... Jock Young on the chase. And
he's on fresh softs as well.
Yes.
And that's going to be a bit interesting.
Days. Got Brutal in 5th after the stop. Plenty of fuel on some fresh soft tyres, so we'll see what Brutal can make of this. But it's definitely looking like we're going to have to up the divisions of some of the people we put forward for this next race. If I'm getting smacked about like this, I can't have it.
Yeah, sorry guys, I've let you all down. I've lost over a minute of race time just from silly things.
That's alright, mate. It's not a lot that's been in your control there. A couple of bad netcode moments, some questionable moves, but
yeah, mate, it is what it is.
We'll pull out the big bat for the next one. I'm sure there's some of our top of the tree material ready to go in.
Are you fuel saving a lot now, Dale? You look like it. Fuel map 6?
Yeah. No, I'm not fuel mapping. It just early shifts.
You'll jump in, ZD? No, mate, I said we need the top of the tree. You're like the pines that fall off on the floor, bud. That's
Give him Red Bull in the wet. He did win that.
in second place, Jock Young up the inside of Packer. Packer looking to hold it and just forced out of the track there by Jock Young. Tucks back into third place. It's been a great showing out of Packer. I really hope I don't put the curse on him for the next couple of laps, but has been a great showing out of Packer. Incredible consistency, solid lap times.
Yeah, he's done well. Brutal also, very well. Dale's just pulled out in front of Z3. Z3 was in the pits. He's now on a fresh set of softs.
He has put
And
almost
a lot
70
of fuel.
litres of fuel in, yeah, so
Just to
I
be
don't think he'll
safe.
be fuel saving as much as Dale, that's for sure.
Burn, baby, burn.
We've got Baker Boy right up behind Kyung Hui on some soft tyres. LJ is also in the pits. So we'll see Herbs take 10th spot back there, and that'll give Tooligan a bit of breathing room. But I think battle for 7th is where it's at right now, as Baker Boy sets a personal best first sector on them soft tyres. Kyung Hui's a little wide as we come up the hill. Baker Boy giving himself plenty of room. He's tucked in as they approach the downhill here. I don't think he's close enough for the move. He's going to have to wait until possibly after the death chicane. Kyung Hui not with a great run out of that corner though, so these two are going to be very close together coming through the death chicken. Here we go, all the curb, getting all the way out there. And I believe Baker Boy has been the only one that's taken the time to actually put his racing number on the car too, so credit to him there.
Well done, mate.
But yeah, again, mention to a Gimp Man for the great livery. It looks really good. I'm loving the purple and orange of the Wheel2Wheel colours.
Yeah, they definitely pop, don't they?
Certainly do. Having a look.
Baker Boy 5/10 behind Kyung Hui.
Yeah, we've also got Z3 right up with Dale, looking for a bit of a desperate dive up the inside there.
Not the best place to do
brave
an
one.
overtake.
Please don't do that.
I'll get the message across now.
It's alright, so we've got two battles forming here. We've got Z3 and Dale, and we've got Baker Boy and Kyung Hui. Dale going defensive down the hill here. Z3 is going to look to do it around the outside. Not going to happen.
Not the crisscross.
Yeah, he's taking a very shallow line
this
there.
This is turning up to be a bad
Don't
idea.
nudge me coming into this corner. Don't nudge me coming into the corner.
And there's a bit of wall.
Well,
So not the best place to try and make a move there for
No.
Z3. Probably could have backed out and had a run at it come the final corner here.
That's what I would have done.
Yep. And looking back, Baker Boy is still in behind Kyung Hui. He's lost a bit of time through the second half of the lap though, so we'll stay on board with Dale and Z3 as they come down the start-finish straight here.
Ooh,
Z3 with another late move. Contact made.
Oh my, that was messy. That was very messy.
That was messy.
Oh, that was...
Thought he was backing out of that, but... Oh well, it is what it is. Sorry, Dale.
Yeah, look, that's kind of summed up your night, unfortunately, hasn't it, Dale? It's just...
Yep.
Yeah.
I might have to race him next Tuesday. There's a few of them.
Yeah. Well, we can have a look up the field now into 6th and 7th, or have you seen something there, Chris?
Yep, I'm on board with you guys, Baker Boy and Kyung Hui.
Yep. So, Baker Boy looks to be very strong through the first and second sector. He lost out a little bit to Kyung Hui in the third sector last time around. He's closer this time. Still don't think close enough. So he's going to have to sit back and wait through the dash chicane. A little bit of dirty air to take effect on the car as well. A little bit of contact on the exit, and Baker Boy had to give a big old lift there as well.
Yeah, Kyung Hui, he did a really good job parking it on the apex there.
Should have tried to go through him.
Very heavy lift from Baker
Baker
Boy.
Boy's got a very good exit. There we go, under 3/10, under a quarter of a second, under 2. He pulls to the inside.
Ends it.
Side by side as they run through the corner. He's given plenty of room on exit, and he's taken the spot. Beautifully done there by Baker Boy.
Yeah, great move.
I gotta say, the improvement out of Baker Boy from when he first joined Wheel2Wheel to now is massive. So he's doing an awesome job there. Is that Dale Teague's trying to take an inspiration from the Wheel2Wheel fastest lap king, Untouchables 911?
Nah, I figured I'm sick of fuel saving. May as well just put a little bit extra, go on the softs. Got no idea how many laps I've got left. Let's just
battle for third. Apologies there. We've got CS Packer and Brutal going at it for the top Wheel2Wheel honours. And DJ's throwing himself and Mrs. Stefko in the hat for selection. Oh, what's going on with
Brutal's
Brutal there?
almost been in at the exit of Deshicane.
Yeah, that looked a bit sketchy.
He's going defensive now into the last corner. I think this is a snapshot of what the season's going to look like for these two. They're hopefully going to be having a lot of close racing together. Having a look through the field, we've got Herbs in 10th with 1.3 seconds on Grande, both on soft tyres with similar amounts of fuel. LJ. And LJ has slightly newer softs, so we could see Herbs drop back to 11th here, possibly.
Poor old Grande back there in 12th with another 5-second penalty as well.
Yep. It's been a rough one for Grande, but just cracking on as everyone else is. But honestly, it's hard to not give Zhong Sura a mention, as it has been a dominant performance, really.
Mm-hmm.
He's done a 36.4 last time around, 36.8 that lap, 37.009 in between those two, so incredible pace there.
He's wringing the neck out of this Genesis as well. Wow.
Yeah. So it's looking like, unless some big penalties come in with 6 minutes to go, it's looking like going to be a GTC 1-2. Zhong Sura's just gone purple again as well through the first sector. It's looking like GTC 1-2 followed by a Wheel2Wheel 3-4. But we never know when those dirty penalties can poke their head out. And I'm just sitting on board with Brutal at the moment. He has come up to the back of Grande, I believe, and is looking to lap him.
I was about to say that, and it doesn't look like Grande's getting out of the way.
No. Brutal sends it up the inside.
There we go.
Oh, contact made. That's a little sketchy.
Interesting.
He's got it done. And off goes Brutal.
And Zhong Sura is being followed closely by Dale here. Dale might get the new fastest lap.
Yeah, Dale has planted his car underneath the rear wing of our leader.
And here's Dale trying to unlap himself.
Yep. Which is something you're allowed to do in GT racing, so...
Of course he hits me at the apex. Fucking hell.
So
why not get the penalty for it?
Oh, no.
Yeah, that's the thing with their rules.
Dale.
Honestly, personally, I'm skeptical about the car collision penalty. It just
that
makes
one,
no sense.
looked questionable for sure. It's the way to do it. But again, we carry on best we can. We've got. I don't see too many battles at the moment on track. It looks like most have settled in. LJ has gotten past Herbs for 10th. Grande is following Brutal in 3rd. I guess maybe Packer catching Grande is probably going to be the next highlight, apart from Dale having to go past Zhang Sura again after burning the 2-second penalty.
Nice penalty burn, Dale.
I mean, they'll go through you whether you're ghosted or not.
Yeah, I didn't say it, but yes.
I missed it, unfortunately.
I was mid-track, it's not like I was on the racing line.
For those of you at home that didn't see it, yes, Dale's penalty burn was... it wasn't on the racing line, but he did get entered by Zhang Sura, yeah.
You could fit a car and a half between me and the fence. It's more room than I've been given.
This is true. This is true.
Apparently you can fit a whole GTC Genesis inside of a Wheel2Wheel one. Oh, Grande has collected the death chicane and was facing the wrong way as CS Packer approached that. I feel like CS Packer might need a new set of undies after that one. Grande struggling to get the car turned around with traction control on and engine damage. He hasn't been able to hit like the flick spin to get it pointing the right way. He's done like a 5-point turn.
Well, if you do the flick spin, you're at risk of hitting the fence again and getting another 5 or 10 second penalty.
Yeah, true that.
While we're talking about sliding...
And he's got a 5-second penalty for it.
That is very brutal.
Oh my goodness. Oh, it's terrifying.
It's already bad here around Dragon Trail Seaside. Imagine if we're doing this around Tokyo.
I reckon 3rd round, if we get to choose, we send him to the NERB. I'll race if we go to the NERB.
Oh, while you were talking there, GTC LJ has died at the chicken there. Popped himself another 5-second penalty.
GTC LJ is very low on fuel as well.
Oh, Tooligan.
Tooligan's got a pair of Genocide?
Something.
Couple
LJ. Of cars.
Into the pits, LJ.
Into the pits.
Yeah,
didn't
that's
look like
interesting.
he cut the penalty line, so he should be good.
No.
But my guys, this round has spurred on a lot of Wheel2Wheel, fellas. The chat is going crazy. Nominations left, right, and center.
Oh, some people like the sound of the NERB in chat too. Zoo's in for NERB.
Don't know how I feel about the NERB.
Well,
I'm not quite sure how a timed race works in GT7. Is it time and 1 lap, or is it time and that's it?
It runs out. If it's like GT Sport, it runs out.
Right.
We had that issue with when we did the NERB for our Super Enduro.
Yeah, so I'm very interested to see here. Zhang Sura is right on target to cross the line as the 60 minutes is up. We had yellows for a second there.
Yep, I can see him flashing.
Kyung Hui getting out of the way of Zhang Sura. Who's that parked up on the side there?
Not sure.
Oh, that's Grande.
Grande.
Kyung Hui not actually giving Zhang Sura the run.
No, Sura's backed off.
Oh, impact there between the two. Is he trying to push him around to stop you from getting 7th, maybe?
Yep.
Final lap, there's the
Final
call,
lap.
so
race done.
there you go.
There it is.
Yeah, I needed to stay behind him anyway. I didn't have enough fuel to get around again either.
Okay, we have Jacques Young coming through to claim. Oh, it's a mess of who's going to be next across the line. We've got Tooligan coming across for 9th, followed by Herbs. I believe then it is Jacques Young.
For second place.
We just follow the order, so great job by Zhang Sura and Jacques Young taking 1st and 2nd. Brutal has driven an excellent race to be up in 3rd.
Hats off to Brutal, fellow TDR. member.
Absolutely. Oh, KZ's in for the nerve as well. Oof. We could have an all-star team showing up if we did that.
Yeah.
Brutal claiming third.
Oh, we've got Packer and Packer and Z3.
Packer
Oh, that was
Z3
close.
really close. Packer
Packer's
holds on
going to hold
to
fourth. Very well done. We've got Baker Boy, who's going to come through in 6th, and I believe he is our final running car, as the rest have been lapped. Yep, Baker Boy round in the final corner, has driven very well to claim this 6th place, has Baker Boy.
Well, needless to say, gentlemen, that was an interesting, interesting race.
Yeah, there was plenty of stuff.
If that's what you can call it, yeah.
Many things happened during that race.
It's a great performance out of Brutal and CS Packer there. That was a great drive from them, and a masterclass out of Zheng Sura and Juk Young. So, very interested to see how they go in the 3rd round. If there is one, I believe there was supposed to be one scheduled, so we'll see how that goes.
Yeah, Zheng Sura, hats off to you, my friend. That was a flawless round.
He killed it. Absolutely killed it. No. Being legit, he drove amazing. He was good. He was quick. He was awesome. You need to be on point to get ahead of him.
I didn't see him get a penalty anywhere as well. So he did pretty well.
He was flooring it through that death chicken, even with those bloody penalties on as strong as they were. So he had that confidence to do that. He was tough. He was good.
Yeah, no, it was a great race from Sura and Juk Young, and a good showing from Brutal getting himself on the podium. Great finish from Packer, and was it Z3 who were very close together there at the end?
It was Z3.
Yeah. But, rough showing for some of the Wheel2Wheel lads. I'm sure we'll be back swinging for the fences in round 3.
Yes, this is a 3-race, or friendly, I suppose you could call it.
Yeah, best of 3 exhibition.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we're 1-1 at the moment. We took Bathurst, and they've taken Seaside, apologies. So we'll see where they go next time, and who gets to decide what. But I'm sure there are plenty of hands being raised to volunteer for Wheel2Wheel for the final round now.
I kind of want a bit of redemption against that.
There you go. We'll see how we go.
Probably won't be allowed.
Are you going to be putting the bull bar on your car, though?
Oh, I don't know. Not sure yet.
Alrighty, well, on that note, thank you very much for everyone joining us in the YouTube chat, and for our GTC hosts here tonight. Big thank you to Dale for joining us in the commentary box, even though he was having a rough race.
Nah, look, it was all for fun. It was all good. It's not like I didn't practice all week, so it's all good. It's not like I spent a lot of time into the race, but yeah, man, it was a lot tougher out there than I expected.
Yeah, big thank you to Stefko for stepping up last second to join me here on commentary as well.
Yes, thanks for having me, and I do apologise, Dale, for the commentator's curse I gave you. My bad. I'll make it up to you, mate. I promise.
No, I mean that was the least of the issues, really. Oh, yeah.
I was going to say I'll get you a bottle of rum, but if it was the least of the issues, that's fine. I'll take that.
And a big thank you to Fixer Chris for jumping on the visuals here for tonight and bringing everyone these beautiful views.
Yeah, no problem. Happy to do it. And don't forget to stick around tomorrow as we start Season 11.
Yeah, we should have Div 1 and 2 streamed tomorrow night. Laguna Seca in the Group 4 Nissan Silvia. 14-lap race, 20-lap race, soft tyres required. Make sure you're there. And on that note, we hope to see you then.